Good morning and welcome to Montrose Fresh, the new podcast from the Montrose Daily Press. Today is Wednesday, December 9th, and we're here to bring you the local news, events, announcements, jobs, and more that matter to us here in Western Colorado. Today, our focus is on business resources for organizations hit hard by the pandemic. Today's episode is brought to you by Elevate Internet. Whether it's for your home or your business, they offer the best speeds at the best price. Right now, if you refer a friend, you can get $25 off. Give them a call for more information at 844-386-8744 or visit them at elevateinternet.com. Before we begin, a quick local sports update. The Colorado High School Activities Association has just announced that the Season B high school sports season has been delayed by 3 weeks. The proposed start date is now February 1st. The season was originally supposed to begin at the beginning of January. Colorado is now one of 8 states that plan to start the high school basketball season in 2021. Now, our feature story. The city of Montrose recently provided a business update and explained the options available for businesses experiencing financial hardship because of the pandemic. The presentation was led by Bonnie Watson, who is the Capital and Transactions Advisor for the Telluride Foundation. She discussed a series of loan options as well as the Montrose County COVID-19 Relief Grant. The Montrose County COVID-19 Relief Grant is a fund that awards up to $20,000 to businesses that can prove hardship caused by the pandemic. But there are options beyond that, like the Business Loan Fund from Region 10 that focuses on helping businesses retain jobs. And then there are other resources, like those that aim to help organizations consolidate debt or funnel funds into working capital. Even some that help local businesses ramp up virtual sales. That's a big one. As online sales become more important for businesses, the Telluride Foundation in particular has been helping small businesses in Montrose improve or even create their online presence. The foundation did a survey and found that 75% of businesses they spoke with don't have a digital presence at all, or have a very limited one. Beyond that, Bonnie Watson explained the $250,000 that the Telluride Regional Loan Fund allocated to help local businesses who have been affected by COVID.
I operate the Telluride Regional Loan Fund, and when the pandemic happened, we decided to allocate $250,000 of our loan fund to essentially help small businesses that were directly impacted by COVID. And, its name says Telluride Regional, but really this loan fund is for Dolores, Montrose, Ouray, San Juan, and San Miguel County. So you can be headquartered or located in one of those counties. And so we took that $250,000 and we said, businesses need help consolidating debt. That's a big problem right now. Maybe they need operating working capital. Maybe they need to cover COVID expenses. And so you can apply for between $5,000 and $10,000. It's at 3%. And it's a 7-year amortization. So we really made that amortization very, long. So the payment's around $130 roughly if you're on the high end. So it's a very, very attainable payment, and it definitely seemed to help quite a few businesses here in the region. We do still have money available in that fund. So if you are needing some kind of emergency funding, I highly encourage you to apply. It's a very simple application. It's a quick turnaround time.
Later on in the presentation, Bonnie said that debt is not something businesses want right now, and grants have certainly dominated requests from local businesses as tackling debt during the pandemic has become, unpredictable. Region 10 Executive Director Michelle Haynes even said that businesses had taken on all the debt that they can handle. Luckily, there may be $200 million in COVID relief for the state of Colorado coming soon. Montrose Mayor Barbara Bynum recently spoke about where that relief will be focused.
Our Colorado legislation went back for a special session. They are looking at allocating $200 million towards COVID relief, and they are focusing a lot of that on small businesses, specifically restaurants, bars, childcare. There's a whole nother section for housing and assistance to individuals. But I think it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that special legislative session. And again, that's $200 million for the state.
Next, here are a few other things going on in Montrose that you should know about. COVID-19 resulted in another fatality in Montrose County, bringing the death toll from the virus to 18. A Delta man is in custody after police there said he fired a gun from a vehicle following a reported road rage incident. The Montrose Police Department officially welcomed 3 new police officers to its ranks on Monday, backfilling a number of vacant positions in the department. And finally, before we go, we'd like to take a moment to remember the life of Jerry Trudell. Jerry was one of the most celebrated, respected, and honored citizens of Montrose in the past 60 years. Along with his beloved wife, Joanne, together they raised their blended families of 6 children and forged a successful business through grit and hard work. Jerry had always been mechanically inclined and served in the U.S. Army as a mechanic at the close of the Korean War and was stationed in Germany. Jerry was known to everyone as a man of many talents. He never met a problem he could not solve. Even at the young age of 88, Jerry had enough plans for the future that would have kept him busy for the next 20 years. He was always full of ideas of how things could be made better, whether the subject was construction projects, hunting and fishing, real estate, government, or relationships. Jerry loved to work. It gave him purpose and pleasure of accomplishment. Jerry was very civic-minded, along with his wife, Joanne. The two of them worked hand in hand to selflessly devote their lives to the city of Montrose. Thank you for taking a moment today to remember and celebrate the life of Jerry Trudell. That's all for today, and thank you for listening. For more information on any of these stories, visit us at montrosepress.com. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, Elevate Internet. Visit them at elevateinternet.com to learn more. For more than 137 years, the Montrose Daily Press has been dedicated to shining light on all the issues that matter to our community. Go to montrosepress.com to subscribe for just $1.99 per week for our digital edition. You'll get unlimited access to every story, feature, and special section. Thank you, and remember to tune in again next time at montrosepress.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.